it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? Welcome to me, the show where
Welcome to me, the show where
We're finally starting Season 4 of She-Ra. Where last we left, Angela died, whoops, and now Glimmer is set to be queen, which is super exciting. The only thing I ever really look for in a season finale, other than just like general hype, like you want the finale of a season to ideally be the best part of the season, is some sort of massive continuity or like world state change. I love when a season finale sets up the following season to be radically different from the previous one, and that's exactly what the end of season 3 did. Not only did we get an actual character death, but we got one that forces one of the main characters into a position that I assume is going to highly contradict all of the other characters. Glimmer's not a queen. I haven't seen Glimmer do a single queenly thing this entire show. All I've seen her do is try with every atom in her being not to murder a captive Catra. And I assume this is really gonna shake up the dynamic of the main trio, because while Bo and Adora are, I assume, still gonna be going around fighting the Horde, what's Glimmer gonna be doing? Is Glimmer not a main character anymore? Or is she just like a plot 2, you know? I'm interested to see how they put Glimmer in a political seat of power while still keeping her engaged with the main plot. But I'm also just excited to see like huge character growth, which this change definitely forces. So anyway, enough of me being like, I'm excited for the thing you already know happens. Let's get into it. But first, we gotta talk about today's sponsor, Raycon. This year is Raycon's 30th anniversary. So what'd you get him? Come on, what'd you get him? 30's a big year, you know? Don't tell me you forgot! Fine, whatever. Thankfully, Raycon, in all their generosity, is bringing a gift to you in the form of 30% off their essential open earbuds. Whether you're working out, commuting, or just winding down for the day, these things are great for everyday listening. Not only do they deliver crystal clear sound, but they're lightweight, comfortable, and deliver the same premium audio quality as the big brands, but at half the price. One of my favorite features is the fact that they're waterproof, so no matter how hard you're working out or how sweaty you get, you never have to worry about damaging them. I love wearing these while I run for my inner and outer demons, because their shape makes them extremely comfortable and they never fall out. Make sure you click on the link in my description below or go to buyraycon.com/MadaOpen for 30% off these essential open earbuds today. Thank you so much to Raycon for sponsoring today's video, and now, on to the show. Ugh, that was embarrassing. I just felt an overwhelming sense of pride for this cartoon woman made of sherbet. That can't just be me though, right? She looks so beautiful. She looks so ready to take on whatever responsibilities come her way. I'm so unironically proud of her. Do I have paternal instincts? What's happening here? I thought the only instincts men get towards children is whether or not they should eat them at birth.
That one!
Okay, well, hold on. What is this, a hate cake? Don't put your enemies on top of a cake with you. I know you guys are constantly trying to kill each other, but doesn't this feel like it's stepping over some kind of boundary? Hordak's gonna break into Glimmer's palace and see this and be like, oh, wow, it is not this serious. Is there, like, somebody else around here I can fight? This is getting way too parasocial for me. Okay, noticing a couple of differences in the theme song this season. Dude, I kept my eyes fucking peeled. These are some subtle changes. First off, Catra's got a stellar new outfit, but to be honest, any outfit looks stellar as long as Catra's wearing it. Scorpia's looking a little trepidatious at the bottom here. Maybe this is the season she finally defects. But most importantly, we've got Entrapta wearing this crazy looking insect helmet, which makes me wonder if she gets pushed even further onto the side of evil this season. And this season also apparently has a crossover with Hell of a Boss, because for some reason those weird-ass clownfish demons are here. Also, is this Light Hope in the top corner next to Hordak here?
Let it go. We must be strong.
Okay, well, while the Horde got a bunch of cool redesigns and one sick new character, the Rebellion got one good redesign and what looks like my future least favorite character in the entire show. This girl looks annoying as hell, doesn't she? Look, I've been nice this reaction series, alright? I've been careful not to step on any toes. I figured a lot of these characters are a lot of people's favorites. I'm standing my ground on this one. I just feel like I'm gonna hate her. Look, even Bo's got his arrow pointed at her spine, like, you want me to take this one out?
It sounds so weird.
Queen Glimmer. Queen Glimmer. Queen Glimmer!
You're heading in the right direction for sure, Bo. I am loving where your energy's at.
It's her coronation. This should be a perfect day for Glimmer. And we're gonna make it perfect. All we have to do is keep her mind off.
Angela?
Yes, Bo, thank you. I'm not loving where your energy's at.
The Moonstone's elemental power has been balanced between you and your mother since you were born. But now, with her absent...
So, about that quest!
Seamless transition, Castaspello. Really keeping the mood light here. I love how the theme of this episode is that everybody else is struggling to navigate Glimmer's trauma.
Oh, and you'll need this. Are those the flower arrangements? Glimmer, what do you think?
Sorry, are there flowers somewhere? All I see is Perfuma's dilf of a father. Don't start casually making all of your background extras supermodels. Alright, I know this season has a crossover with Hell of a Boss. That's not the lesson I thought we were taking away from it. This dude looks like Steven from Steven Universe if he spent the next 20 years of his life surfing and getting absolutely yoked.
I wanted to do something special for you.
This is going to be awful.
Awful inspiring, right? I can make more.
I love how she said that as if she were shocked she can make more. Like she just discovered this ability. Awful inspiring, right? And you know what's crazy? I can make like a dozen of these. Also, you're doing phenomenal, Frosta. Don't let Glimmer's shitty attitude bring you down. Oh, wow, my mother's dead. Hey, welcome to being an animated princess. You're lucky this isn't Disney or this would have already happened 3 seasons ago.
Purple.
Excellent choice. Isn't this fun? Soon, you will have to make many decisions, just like your mother. That is,
If Glimmer's positive mood has no enemies, then Castaspella is dead. But to be fair to her, because I know my comments will say it, she also lost a sister. Maybe her way of coping with that is by constantly talking about her, and it's just aggressively clashing with Glimmer's coping mechanism, which might be to just ignore that it happened. Which sucks. It's really not fair to either character. Like, one doesn't want to hear about it, the other only wants to talk about it. And they're both the only family they have left. What are they supposed to do? I do hope they kind of dive into Castaspella's trauma, because we really don't get much out of her and her sister's relationship, like prior to this.
You know, I bet Mermista would love to do the flowers. Right, Mermista?
Wow, how did you know? Flower arranging is my passion.
Look, Perfuma's my least favorite princess too, but at least I acknowledge she exists. You guys pulled this shit back in the D&D episode too. Is she a ghost only I can see? Also, it's so fucked that this coronation is basically just a party where the theme is, congratulations, your mother is dead.
Your last plan was to set off the portal machine before it was ready. Do you remember how that ended?
Yeah, it is shocking that Catra hasn't been killed at this point, but you're not gonna hear me complain about it.
Yeah, like I said before, it was Entrapta.
I told you never to mention that name in my presence.
Yes! Pop off, King! Defend her honor! I don't actually think that's what he's doing. I think he's more heartbroken by what he thinks was Entrapta's betrayal. Dude, what do we call him? Hortrapta? That's not what we call them. Entrapdoc? They're all horrible, uniquely. Regardless of whatever we call the ship, I am on board it.
Took some searching, but we finally found the royal coronation robe.
Wow, Glimmer! You look,
She looks divine! What are you talking about? She looks like a beautiful moth! Why are we acting like this is ridiculous? Oh, she looks like her mother, doesn't she? Is that why the awkwardness? Because she vaguely looks like Angela? Otherwise, this is a solid fit.
And she can't be queen without the quest. Oh, I doomed the entire kingdom.
Bo, calm down!
Glad we're all keeping a level head about this. Every now and then, it feels like this show makes the voice actors deliver their lines with an actual gun to their head. And it is always the correct decision. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the lines just not clicking for me. Could you say it as if your balls were being twisted?
There's no need to be alarmed. I'm a guest now. Can't you tell?
You don't get to not be in prison if you're gonna walk around saying ominous shit like that. Can we put a bomb in her head or something? Don't just let her freely walk around the halls completely bombless.
Mermista, flowers are sort of my thing.
It's art, and it's what Glimmer wants.
Fuck, I don't know who to agree with. They both make incredibly valid points. In Mermista's defense, she was literally asked to do this, and she's crushing it. She's crushing it so much harder than anyone could have possibly expected her to, but in Perfuma's defense, if they don't let her do this task, I'm genuinely concerned the entire kingdom will forget she exists.
Bouncer!
Okay, has anyone seen a sacred lantern?
Yeah, there?
I'm gonna be honest here. Everyone's gonna have to start stepping it up if they don't want Mermista to steal all of their jobs. She's just the right candidate for seemingly every task.
Everyone just stop!
Okay, well that's gotta be a bad omen, right? If this were Game of Thrones, or honestly any other fantasy series, this episode would end with Glimmer being assassinated. I don't think this is a message we should take lightly.
It's okay. You can come out.
Hey there, Emily.
Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you.
Oh my god, they sent Entrapta to Beast Island without Emily? I like how Emily somehow evaded Entrapta's sentence, but is also apparently in hiding. Just a lot more complexity than I ever thought I'd see out of an Emily subplot. I didn't think Emily would make it 3 episodes, to be honest. This poor thing's just like, Scorpio, you gotta hide me, man. Okay, things are getting fucked around here. Ugh. She's such a natural-born queen. I'm so proud of her.
I can't believe these tunnels have been right underneath our feet all this time.
So, how deep down do you think we are?
Okay, what's with you guys?
Okay, I was here for the Glimmer glow-up. Not so much for the Glimmer crash-out. Can we have this happen off-screen or something? Listen, I said the theme of this episode was everybody else struggling to navigate Glimmer's trauma. I'm included with everybody else.
That altar. I read about that in the scroll. I think it's for the lantern.
Oh god, here we go with the first one's giant bug monsters again. You know, cause God forbid I go 1 season without seeing a...
Is this part of the quest?
Giant penis monster? What? Hate the shape of its mouth. Don't give a giant worm that mouth shape unless you're making a Japanese horror game.
We need to get out of here. Come on, teleport us out.
I can't teleport!
This one's on you guys. What are you doing going into a mission assuming you can rely on Glimmer's powers?
What? Recharging would mean taking the Moonstone's full power for myself. It would mean...
admitting that she's really gone.
Oh, that's sick. That's really exciting. I like that because not only does it sound like Glimmer is about to get the power upgrade that I have been desperately begging for, but I love that it comes at the cost of her mother. It comes at the cost of her mother's death, and it's a decision she actively has to make.
I don't know either, but maybe we can still figure it out together.
Whatever path you choose will always be there, right beside you.
I'd love it if Adora were just like, no matter what path you choose, we'll always be there, right beside you, even if that path leads to a giant worm monster. Especially if it— oh fuck, I forgot about the worm monster! Well, yeah, but it's nothing that we can't— Glimmer, shut up! I'm trying to think of a way to avoid ending up like your mother.
You are walking in the footsteps of all those who have come before us. Now, my darling, it's your turn. I wish I didn't have to leave you.
Woof, this is like the Bright Moon version of leaving your will behind. That's sad. That's gotta be so tough recording a video you know people will only see after you're dead. Do you include bits? How many bits is too many bits for an I'm dead recording?
It's time for us to take back our home. Together, we will push out the Horde, once and for all.
I'm so hyped for the Queen Glimmer arc. This is gonna be so sick. It's so funny that Glimmer's the only character who received, like, a significant change between this season and the last. Entrapped is on Beast Island, so I guess that's pretty significant. And Scorpia's now friends with Emily. And I guess Catra's, like, Hordak's right-hand man officially. Those feel more minor than Glimmer becoming Queen of Bright Moon, though, don't they?
Hey, Hordak.
What do you think?
Oh, I can't wait for the Queen Catra arc! Never mind, that's the best one!
It's time to crush the rebellion for good. And you're going to help me do that.
What a good first episode of the season. Queen Glimmer, Queen Catra. Just sick stuff, dude. I've heard nothing about season 4 or 5, which is mildly concerning. I hope they're good. However, it feels like things are only about to get darker, which I love. That was sick, though. As per usual, this season ends with a two-parter and an odd number, so I'm just gonna react to this episode for this video, and then I'll go back to doing 2 episodes per video after that. But, as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. What can I ask you? I don't know yet. It's too early to ask a question. Leave a like, leave a comment though. It really helps out the page a ton. Share it around, and I will see you guys next time.
Is it obvious the way I search the room? Barely taken